Okay, let's do this. All right. Okay, so I've been letting the serum penetrate the applicator for about 5 minutes now. Um, I know it's hard to see, but there's little tiny needles in there. And of course, I have the cap on. Watch, I'll show you guys. Try to take the cap off. I don't want the whole cap off. I don't know if you guys can, if the camera is focusing on it or not, but there's little tiny needles. So what this does is each needle, as you stamp your face, it penetrates and allows the serum to get deeper into your face other than just rubbing it on. So the reason you let it sit for a few minutes, it just helps the serum to penetrate. This is a different brand from what I usually use. This brand is Cure, Qure. I can link it. I can also include the links to the other systems I've used before that I really liked. So let's get started. This is real life. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's super comfortable. It hurts a little. But if you've ever gotten really microneedled before, same difference. Mini med spa. So my first interaction with microneedling, I did I believe I did 6 sessions at a med spa. Years ago, one of my coworkers, I noticed her skin was looking amazing, and she was lifelong smoker, and I could truly see, I'm like, what are you doing to your skin? So she had started microneedling. So I was like, sign me up. So it's probably been about 3 or 4 years now. I did about 6 or 7 sessions, and I noticed a huge difference in my face. I did not have problem skin as a kid, as a teenager. Even in my early 20s, I had great skin. I am one of those in my 30s. I started experiencing hormonal breakouts. I broke out really bad on my cheeks. It all stemmed from when we were trying to get pregnant. I got off of birth control pills, and then I think that just set off a storm of hormones, and my skin went crazy. So I had a lot of scarring, and I mean, I know I look like crap right now. I don't have any, I just got out the shower, but I have oily combination skin. As I get older, it is getting drier. I have lots of big pores. I just have that, I just don't have the greatest skin. But for the microneedling, what it did to, I had so many scars right here and right here. It was amazing. So, okay, I'm rambling, but let's get started. So, okay, here we go. So, what you're going to do, I like to start in this area. I start in my forehead first, and I kind of just work. And this part to me is not bad. Some of the spots are a little sensitive. Um, just a little prep work before you do this. Do not use retinol a few days before. So I stopped using my retinol a few days ago. So I did this quadrant. So now I'm going to go on to this side of my forehead. And my daughter's sitting here watching me doing this. I don't know if y'all can hear her laughing. And it's these little needles, they are super sharp. One thing I know I showed you guys, me prepping this, everything is super hygienic. Everything is wrapped, individually wrapped. So you have to, I wash my hands, you have to take it out of the container. Okay, so this part is sensitive for me. So I don't know, you can already see I'm starting to get red. So I know I'm kind of skipping around all over, but whenever you microneedle in a med spa, typically they will put numbing cream on your face. Now, granted, this is at home, so this is not nearly going as deep as if you would get a professional in salon. Ooh, this part is so sensitive. My eyes will probably start watering, so I have my Kleenex ready. But it's really not that bad. I mean, I promise. I have a high pain tolerance, and I am being a little dramatic, but I just don't want to lie and say I've watched videos of people doing this, and they're just like, smiling and looking like it's the most pleasant thing ever. It's not. I mean, you feel it. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's. I'm not gonna say it's entirely pain free. Another tip whenever you're doing this, if you have breakouts, I would avoid doing this until you're clear. I mean, if you have a pimple or two, just avoid the pimple, because what happens is if you puncture your pimple and then you poke it all over, you're literally spreading the bacteria from that pimple all over your face. So if you have one or two zits, just don't puncture it, just go around it. Um, I'm relatively clear right now, so I am just going to town, which I'm telling you, once you start doing this, so benefits to stamping or microneedling, it stimulates your body to send the cells to create turnover, in turn makes your face create collagen because it's trying to repair the little damage that you're doing. Okay, so I do find the part on the neck is a little more challenging, so I want my serum to get back into. What's wrong, B? Huh? I don't have chicken skin. So my daughter, so my daughter is asking me if I have chicken skin. She has that, what is it, K Polaris, I don't know how to say it, where she has it right here and on the backs of her arms. But nope, you did not get that from me. That is something I don't have. But I'm just, when you're doing the neck, it is a little tricky because you want that serum to still get, but you're going up. So it is a little tricky doing this part. Get that tech neck. Ooh, it's sensitive right there. Yowzers. Yow. Anywhere where the skin is thin or like stretched on your bones, you tend to feel it a little bit more than other areas. I don't know if you guys can see I'm already turning red. So do not do this before you're going somewhere. My favorite time of day to do this is at night because I'm home for the evening. I'm not going anywhere. So, after I do this, once I finish, I will have these have a generous amount of serum in them. I keep the original cap, and then for the few nights following, I'll apply the serum all over my face. I also, when I'm done, whatever I have left, I will stamp the backs of my hands and I will stamp my chest. Sorry, I hit my microphone. I know that's going to be loud. I also have enough. I'm going to do a second. Oh, wait, I didn't do my nose. Hold on. Let me do my nose. I'm forgetting my nose in between my eyeballs. Ooh, ooh, ooh. She's sensitive right here. Ah, you're laughing at me, hubby. Ooh, that's the burner. Okay, hold on. Cry break. Sorry, guys. This is unattractive. I'm sorry. I don't want, it's not dripping out my nose. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do another pass. So that is completely legal. I look like I got sunburned, huh? Yeah, she's saying how she remembers when I went to do it at the spa that I looked sunburned like a red tomato. And yes, even when you do this at home, you will look like a tomato. So for me, I have these folds right here, so I'm gonna do actually a third pass right there because I don't like those. And listen, don't go crazy. You don't have to apply a lot of pressure. Just a good light touch is all you need for all of that serum to get in there. And as you guys can see, I'm not doing right there. That's a very sensitive, ooh, that's very sensitive too. I'm gonna do another pass here. Ooh, she's sensitive. Okay. I'll do my nose in a bit. Did I do this side of my forehead? I don't think I did. Oh well, it won't hurt to do it again. Another good reason to do a second pass is because, if you might have missed an area, this will catch it. I mean, I'm sure you guys can see my face is already getting really red. That's normal though, so don't freak out. It will be back to normal in a few hours. By the time I go to red, by the time I go to bed, this will have died down. You laughing at me? Woo, the neck is sensitive. Ooh, this part hurts to me. It does. Ee, ee, ee. Okay. I do my hands. Yeah, so don't any of your actives, any strong actives that you regularly use, I recommend stop using them a few days before you do this, because just you don't want to irritate your skin more and compromise your skin barrier. So that's it, guys. This is how crazy you start to look when you do this. But also, I think proof that this works. Like, yes, it may not be as intense as doing it at your doctor's office or a med spa, but you can get some pretty good results from doing this. Now, I have done this in office before. It's been quite a few years though, so I felt like this was a good, inexpensive way to just give myself a little boost. And I do find it works. I'm enjoying it. I feel like all my at home serums that I'm using and everything, the retinol, everything just penetrates a little better after I do these treatments. I do them around, ideally, I mean, listen, depends on how much money you want to spend. You can do this once a month. If you can afford to, you could do it every 2 weeks. Do I think it's necessary and you have to do it that often? No, I think you'll see results if you do it once a month, but whatever you can handle, go for it. If you've tried this before, let me know. If you're curious about it, let me know. Again, I'll link the kits that I've used. I will link this one, even though it's a newer one to me, but I think it's a pretty, this is the blue serum for that. It's for wrinkles. There's a clear or a blue. I was like, let me get the blue one to try it, but let me know what you guys think. So after I'm done stamping, I take some of the leftover serum and I rub it in really well, just with a light touch though. Your skin's sensitive, you just attacked it. And I'm gonna try not to hit my microphone, but I'm gonna rub. I did my chest as well, so I'm gonna rub some serum on the chest. Sorry, I am not trying to flash you guys. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hands because I did that. And that's voila. And see, this is real life. This is how, it's not like those videos where they're like smiling and look perfect. Like, this is, you look crazy like this when you're done. Blakely, you're gonna hit end for me? Bye, guys.